let me just say, my job doesn't suck because I get to fly on that. The new Lear 75, and it's the right paint scheme. Come on in, let me show you around. So this is our brand new Lear 75 jet, which we just acquired. This is by far the most breathtaking, absolute best aircraft I have ever flown in and get to fly in. This is where we would load the patient in. As you can see, we have all these new custom seats, making sure we let everybody know we are definitely the Maize and Blue. This allows us to go a heck of a lot faster to places, whether it be organ procurement or whatever patient population we fly. We have a wider interior, more medical equipment. This interior was inspired by all the years past, what we've dealt with in the past. We had some of our flight nurses go and work with Lear and a few other companies, and this whole entire setup is more conducive to being able to take care of patients. This right here would be one of our airway seats. The patient's head would be here. We have plenty of room in the back. We even have a bathroom. This new mounting system was specifically made for this aircraft. It's all obviously aircraft aluminum. We can hang IV bags, you can hang your monitor, we can hang our ventilator. So everything is out of the way and up. So the nice thing about this aircraft is we do have a built-in oxygen tank here, as well as the aircraft has liquid oxygen tank that's stored in the aft compartment. We have plenty of other storage capabilities. We also have our altimeter to show our altitude and all of our other pressure gauges that normally were up front with the pilots. We would have to ask what altitude we're at because that can definitely take an effect on the patient population.
Well, in comparison to the airplane that we had before, this airplane has more redundancy. Besides, it matches the helicopter paint scheme much better. But for redundancy, you can see that it has dual main tires. Our previous aircraft just had one main tire on each side. We have a longer range. We fly as high as our previous aircraft was limited to 45,000 feet. This aircraft can go to 51,000 feet. Also, instead of cruising at about 470 miles an hour, we can cruise as fast as 530 miles an hour. For example, I can see the different systems on my airplane right from the cockpit. I can tell where the flaps are, the flight spoilers on top of the wings, where my trim settings are for aileron and rudder and pitch, and also if my doors are open or closed. Right now we've got a tail cone door open because we have people putting things in and out of the tail, plus the main entrance door is open. Normally fly with the map up, and this map has the capability of zooming out, and right now we have a flight plan in going to Jackson, Michigan, and you can see that it's directional the same way that we're pointed. It's just exactly how you'd be flying and how you would see it out the window. We can also zoom in and has smart taxi, which gives us situational awareness while we're on the airport. If I continue zooming in, it shows where we are on the airport, our taxi, and if there were a control tower here and they told us to taxi to a runway, it will show up on our screen and we can make sure that we follow their directions exactly.
So, you know what, I don't know if I'd be able to pick one exciting new feature about this aircraft because, like I said, I came here a week ago and saw the aircraft and I sat down in it, and honestly, I was speechless. This is the best aircraft that I have ever flown in. I think for us though, having worked in the other airplanes in the past, this is a lot more conducive to taking care of the patient. We have the way everything is set up with being able to put things up here and there and positioning of everything. There's a lot more room for everything. Before you were in a very cramped space, but this is absolutely beautiful.